Now that we are wrapping up the holiday season, I feel like this is the time that I need to go through my freezer. Come January, I'm going to be embarking on a 30-day healthy eating challenge. And so I want to see what I have here already in the freezer and be starting to think about how I might be able to use what I already have as part of that challenge and just to kind of give it a good clear out. So let's jump in and see what I have in the freezer. Hey, teachable spirits, I'm Pam, and I give pep talks. Not TED Talks, but pep talks. Today is day 96 of 100 days of posting, the last 100 days of 2024. All right, let's dive into my freezer. This is the only freezer that I have. I don't keep a separate another refrigerator. I don't have a chest freezer or a stand-up freezer. This is all that I have. All right, so first of all, we have a couple of packages of rolls here that I had bought when they were on sale. I'm actually going to set these on the counter because this will go good with the leftovers we have from Christmas. All right, so we've got some bread. I always put the heels of the bread in the freezer. However, I do like to get them all grouped into one bag. And oh yeah, here's one that has a bunch of heels already in it. I save up the heels and then I make breakfast casseroles with those. So let me go ahead and condense those down to one. I was probably in a hurry, which is why I just stuck it in the freezer all separate. Okay, getting close to having enough for breakfast casserole. Okay, so this can go in the trash. And these are going to be used for scooping cat litter. Okay. This is some leftover creamy chicken soup. This is some maple sausage. It looks like some links. You're going to hear this thing beeping. It's just telling me it's not happy about being open. All right, here's some rice. Let's see, these are just some bags. A lot of times what I do is I'll freeze fruit in cereal bags. And then when I use them up, I stick them back in the freezer and I just clip them together. So that's what that is. We'll see if I want to keep those. All right, this is sweet potatoes. This is pumpkin. More pumpkin. Spaghetti squash. This was kind of an experiment to see how it would do cooked then frozen. So I need to find out. Oh, here's more sausage. This is sausage crumble. We'll put that together with the other sausage. And here's more pumpkin. All right, this is peaches that I bought this summer and diced and then froze. This is some tricolor peppers that I believe I had bought, and then we didn't end up using them as quickly as I had anticipated, and then we were going on a trip, so I just cut and froze them to preserve them. All right, then we have a whole bunch of sweet potatoes because I bought them when they were on sale right before Thanksgiving. Whew, getting cold here. Like, I think they were like $1/4 a pound. And that is the absolute best time to buy sweet potatoes. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to cook them, like to eat them up within that amount of time, that before they went bad. And around here, like potatoes just don't last, or sweet potatoes. And so I went ahead and cooked them in the Instant Pot and then put 2 to 3 sweet potatoes in each bag and peeled them and then put the insides into these bags. All right, we have some raw sunflower seeds. I like to put these on, this is just the kernels of the seeds. I like to put these on salads, and I keep a jar, like I pour these into a jar, keep them in the fridge. If I just let them sit, they could go rancid, and so I keep them in the freezer and then just replenish that supply. Okay. Let's see what kind of randomness we have here. Okay, hot dog chili, 1/3 of a can. Chicken drippings, sausage fat, chicken fat, and veggie broth. Okay. These 3 will not be conducive to the healthy eating that I want to do moving forward. And they've also been in the freezer for quite some time. The dates go back a while. So I think that I'm just going to set these aside and just get rid of them and wash out the containers. But the veggie broth, that's more recent. And we will definitely be using that as we continue on through in the next month with the cold weather soups. Okay, here I have this is an old ice cream gallon container, and in it I always have things like open packages of what I'm using for smoothies. So like this is pineapple cores. We've got some kale, cranberries, and I believe that that's bananas down there. So I'm losing my sweet potatoes. Okay, I think what I'm going to do about these sweet potatoes, since they're kind of falling everywhere, is put them into this container. Let me see if they'll fit. Oh, they're not all going to fit. They don't fit. Oh wait, they do fit that way. Okay, let's see how many we can get in there. Oh, that's all fitting better than I thought it would. Okay, excellent. All right. All right, so that's sweet potato. This is all smoothie stuff. It all stays very current. Okay, we've got 1 package of sausage. I had originally bought these to have on Christmas morning, but we ended up having bacon instead. Let's see, we'll put that with the other sausage. I'm kind of grouping these as we go. Oh, this is more sweet potato from another time, and we need to use that up first because that's older. And then I'm going to put the pumpkin near that. And then the other starches. Here we go. And then we've got some fruit stuff here. And then whatever other vegetables we get there, that's broth. Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop the beeping. Okay, now, this is probably a weird thing to have in here, but this is like it's one of those, like, I don't know what you call it. It's like a camel thing. You fill it with water and it's got like a tube, like it's in a backpack. I don't know what you call these. It's not mine, but they're hard to like get completely dry. And so we stuck in order for it not to like mold inside. So we stuck it in the freezer to store it. Obviously we're not eating that. There might be another one of those in here. Okay, this is a cold pack. We have too many cold packs. I really need to like declutter some of those. Okay, what's this? Oh, baked beans. Okay. I'll put that with the hot dog chili. All right. This is Chaffee. A very big bag that I've been drawing from. Once again, I didn't want it to go bad, and so I just have been keeping it in the freezer. Put that there with the sunflower seeds. Okay, here we have a container of leftover soup. This is turkey soup. Did I have another soup? Oh, right here. A creamy chicken soup. I've made a video before about leftover soup, and we just like take any little bits of things that are left over and put them into like we add onto the container that's in the freezer. We just keep it and just add to it. And when we get like a couple of these full, I just thaw them out, and whatever it comes out as, that's called leftover soup. That people have other names for it. I did make a video about that, so I'll try to make a link. Try and remember to do a link for that. Okay, this is more sausage. I don't remember what the deal was with this. It may have been that I purchased it from my student, and I wanted to go ahead and get it cooked. All right, so we have some sausage to use up here. That would go great in the breakfast casserole. Oh, yep, I was right. We do have another one of those water things, so I'm sure that one belongs to my son and one belongs to my husband. Oh, this does belong to my son. I even have it labeled. Okay, just what I like to fill up my freezer with. Okay, and in here we have a turkey that I bought at Thanksgiving when they were super cheap. And I intend on cooking this very soon. Let me think here. I'm filming this on Thursday. I would like to cook it next Thursday or Wednesday. Question is, do I have room in my refrigerator to thaw it? I am not sure about that. I mean, in like tomorrow, I'll definitely have room. I'm just going to put it back in here for now. I don't really have room on this table. Okay. We have some pizza rolls. Let's see here. Trying to figure out. Let's put that right there. This drawer, I try to keep frozen vegetables in. We've got, or like beans. This is some shelled edamame. This is peppers, green peppers. Probably from my garden that I harvested before the frost. Although that says it was from November, so that must not have been, you know what? I bet this was before we went on our trip for my parents' anniversary. Okay, so we'll put those peppers with the other peppers. Here we have some shredded hash browns, just shredded potatoes. All right, this is not labeled, but I believe that it is kale from the garden. This is frozen mixed vegetables. Love to put those in soups. All right, an unopened package of edamame. I like to put those on my salad. This is, I believe this is cannellini beans. I don't think it's navy beans. Pretty sure this is cannellini beans, and I froze them in little portions. Like I froze them in muffin cups. and then put them in here. I think I was putting them in smoothies, believe it or not. It has been a while on these. I could use them in a soup. I think that they're fine. I'm sorry if that's really loud in my microphone. I forgot about that. But I need to remember to use these. Let's get these used up. Okay. That is disgusting in there. Okay. All right, it's probably really annoying to you. I don't even hear it anymore, but I'm trying to think of you. All right, and then down in this very bottom drawer is fruit. At least it should be fruit. Okay, so this is all starch right here. This is other veggies. And then this is fruit. We've got some more fruit down here. Okay, as you can see, I reuse a lot of bags. So this is bananas in a tortilla bag, of course. Oh my, more pumpkin. See, what happens is sometimes I make a recipe that calls for only a partial can of pumpkin and I freeze the rest. And then it's like I don't actually get it together to make something with the rest of it. And you'll never believe this, more pumpkin. All right, I need to get all this together and make something. Okay. Another thing that I buy in the fall when it's low price besides sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes and turkey is cranberries. These are so easy to just throw into the freezer as is. You don't have to do anything to them. Just throw them in the freezer. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 4 bags of cranberries. You know what? I think I see another one. Yep. And yep. All right, 5 bags of cranberries. I may have a problem. And then this bag of blueberries. It has been opened. So it's mostly full though. Okay, that's it. I am also looking at this situation of cold packs, and it is out of control. We never, ever use all of these. So let me just see what we have and what we can get rid of. I think these ones on the bottom, they're like such an odd shape. I don't remember what they're from. Not sure about those, but better not put that on my computer. Okay. All right, these are really bulky. I'm just going to get rid of these. That'll free up a lot of space. Okay. I know we have this other one here. I just threw it in the freezer as it was with the last time we used it. And this was from the chiropractor. I like it because it's like soft. All right, let's see. Let's group these together. This was from, it's also pliable, I guess would be the right word. Malleable. From when my kids had their wisdom teeth out. Same thing. This is from another chiropractor. These are just really good for injuries or surgery recovery, where your body is like inflamed and you're needing to use some cold packs. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of these also. All right, I have these flat ones. I like to use those in lunch packs when I need to. All right, this was another from like a medical procedure. These really small ones, but I'm just going to get rid of those. Okay, got this small one. I have a feeling that this is in a Ziploc bag for a reason. probably because it was leaking. This one too. All right. What have we here? Dill from 2017. I know that I have cleaned out my freezer since then, but I might not have done the door. So I'm just going to get rid of this dill. That was probably dill that I had grown. I actually can still smell it when I picked that up. Like, yeah, I can still smell it, but no, let's just let that go. I will grow more dill next summer. Really, the spring is when it grows. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, this is an old butter wrapper. This was probably at a time when I was trying to be very thrifty, and like I unwrapped a butter and said, "Oh, I could use the butter that's still in the wrapper to like butter a pan or something," and I never did. And so it's probably been in there since 2017 as well. Okay, this one, oh my, yeah, I don't think that's really gonna be good anymore. And this is a fun one, shaped like an orange, although it is really so small that like nobody reaches for it. This one is also in a bag, so we're just gonna let that go. Less is more, truly. Okay, I might even let this orange one go because it is so small that it just doesn't last very long. Okay, so that really gets us down to just like, I mean, why do we have cold packs? So that we have them for injuries. So we've got these 2 larger and 2 smaller. We've got these 3 that can go in lunch boxes. We also have these 3 that can go in lunch boxes. I've got this one. This is also like a medical one, but we've got 4 other ones. So I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, nice. I feel much better about this. Okay, so here is a view of everything that I took out of the freezer. Plus, there is still the turkey right there. I'm going to see if I can find room for that in the fridge. So I am going to wipe down the inside of the freezer, and then I'll put it all back in. All right, well, that was a much bigger job than I had anticipated, but I did wipe down all inside of it, and it was gross. I probably should have done a before, but we just don't want to talk about it. But it's done now, and everything is back in. So let me get you turned around and show you. Okay, so up here we have sausage and the butt bread, as we like to call it in our house, the heels of the bread. And so I put those 2 together because they are the makings of breakfast casserole. So yeah, and then down here we've got smoothie stuff in the box, veggie stock back there. Down here we have sweet potatoes in abundance in the back. I'm really going to have to think about healthy ways to use that when it's already cooked. I mean, it's delicious with like butter and brown sugar mashed up, but that's not the healthiest way to eat it. Then we have several miscellaneous soups and beans and that little chili thing. Then back here, down here, we have the pizza rolls, the water packs, the what you call them, sunflower seeds, and the chaffee. And then in this drawer is the vegetables and some of the starches, all that pumpkin that I need to just defrost and put together and then make something like muffins or something. And then down here we have the fruit, which is peaches and bananas and cranberries and blueberries. And then over here on the door, very nice and manageable now, are the ice packs. I probably should have done like a nice before shot. This is definitely better. All right, so as I said, I wanted to go through the freezer because I am going to be embarking on 30 days of healthy eating plan in January. Maybe I should do 31 because there's 31 days in January. Maybe I won't start till January 2nd. I don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. Right now, we're kind of in that in-between time between Christmas and New Year's when we're slowly making the shift from the holidays to starting the new year. And so a lot of things will change, putting things away, cleaning, some just looking ahead and making some plans. So I wanted to kind of see what I might want to get used up before the end of this year. So I've got another week. I will be cooking that turkey sometime next week, and I will freeze it in like meal-sized portions. And I'll also make turkey broth. So that's good that I got the freezer cleaned up and cleaned out. And so there'll be lots of room for all of that to go in there. And I could see that I have ready to go, like plenty of stuff for a breakfast casserole. So I might go ahead and make one of those. I know I have plenty of eggs and probably cheese. Yeah, I could figure something out. I've even made it without cheese before, so that's not a problem. Just so close here. um, what else did I want to say about that? Oh, I am often torn between the desire to be thrifty and the desire to be healthy. And so I do try to strike a balance, which is why I end up saving little bits and pieces of things. I do really try to use things up. Like that leftover soup business, it is just great. Like I will throw the most random things in there and it always comes out so good. I might even throw that hot dog chili in there with the leftover soup because it's not really hot dog season right now. um, and we might just go ahead and use that up. I might take all of that soup, the turkey soup, the leftover soup, and the creamy chicken soup, and throw it all together in a pot, and we'll have it for dinner one night in the next week, just to kind of get some stuff cleared out. It's already made. Just a matter of putting it all together. You might think that sounds disgusting. Don't knock it till you try it. And also, like, I end up saving things like, you know, pan drippings, and I do use them sometimes. One of my family's favorite things that I make is like making a gravy out of the pan drippings for making chicken. I'll just make gravy and then add chicken chunks and mixed vegetables to that gravy. Mix it all up, serve it over rice. It's basically like the insides of a chicken pot pie, but served over gravy instead of putting it into a pie. My family loves that. So I do sometimes make that, but I am going to let that go. I've also made like sausage gravy for biscuits and gravy. That is like a huge treat for me. If I go out to breakfast, which is rare, I will usually order biscuits and gravy because I don't usually make it for myself. I don't know how I ended up with like all of this sausage. I just can't remember. One of my students raises pigs and sells their meat, most popularly in the form of sausage. And so I I have bought some from him, and it may be that I went ahead and cooked it all and then froze it. So that might be where that came from. Um, So, yeah, and it's not like I have to use up everything before January, but it just really helps to kind of take an inventory right now, get rid of some old stuff, make some room, use some things up, see what I have to work with, and kind of be thinking about how I might use it in a healthy way. So, yeah, I would invite you to take an inventory of your freezer and or fridge and or pantry. We didn't even get into the fridge right now, which is mostly leftovers because I had really for the past couple weeks been gearing toward Christmas, all of the things I needed to make for Christmas things. And so like just using what we had because I knew I was going to need a lot of room in the fridge. So right now it's full of leftovers. I'm going to have to find a way to put that turkey in there. I think I can do it. Um, and those leftovers are going to be eaten up in the next couple days. Um, yeah, and the pantry, um, yeah, that stuff I'm not worried about. I will dive into it to see how I can combine what I have in the fridge, freezer, pantry, and start with that for the healthy eating. I'm not just going to go out and like buy all this other healthy food when I do have some healthy food already here. So let's use up what we have, see what I need to get to make it into some meals, and go from there. So, yeah, I try to be healthy and frugal, thrifty, all together. So, I encourage you to take a look at what you already have. What do you want to use up? And what are you going to be gearing toward for the new year? All right, let's do some habits together. All right, so first of all, gratitude. I want to say that I am thankful for nourishing food. There's a lot of good food in that freezer right now, and I am thankful for it. Oh, by the way, I mentioned in the beginning that I only have the one freezer, and it makes me nervous when it is too full or too full of like super valuable stuff because I have been through disasters. I've been through a super typhoon and lost a lot in my freezer. Now I only have one freezer, but so it wasn't too bad. But since then, it's like I don't really want to keep extra. I feel like if, and I have had a chest freezer before, but I feel like if I have too much stored, then I don't know what I have and I can't use it efficiently. So I'd rather have just one freezer that I know what's in there and keep it rotating. So I'm happy with that one freezer. I have no interest in getting another one. I don't want to have to worry about if we have a power outage that I'm going to lose everything. So just keep the inventory in the freezer manageable and it really lowers my stress and I don't end up wasting stuff. So anyways, so let's breathe. So we want to make sure that we are taking time to breathe as one of our healthy habits. So let's breathe 3 times. In 4 counts, hold 4, out 4, hold 4. Here we go. All right, great. I've got my water here. If you need to go get some water, pause the video and come on back. I also remembered that I wanted to say that I did record. I made a list of everything that I had currently in the freezer. It's I saved it into Google Keep. Just made a note in there, and so I can refer back to that if I want to. So that is, I did put that into my laptop as I was restocking. Okay, so here we go. Let's drink some water. Okay. So, teachable spirits, this has been day 96. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.